money, money.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, with the new Congress seated and the midterm election behind us, it appears that student loan forgiveness for most Americans is going to be dead in the water. So where do we go from here? Should you resume those payments even though the government has put a halt on payments due until the end of June while the courts decide your debt's fate? Well, to try to figure it all out, here's an all-new Money Talks. This March will mark 3 years since the government has made any interest off of you in the form of your student loan debt. If you have a government-backed loan, you have not been required to pay. And if you've been making payments, you've probably made a nice dent into your principal and eliminated all of your interest by now. So the question is, should you keep paying or wait for government relief?
The government hasn't made a dime off of them, period, in the last, 2 years or so. And so what I found, and it's just kind of some experience here over the last couple of years, people that continue to pay, they're in a great place. When they start resuming the interest and all of those different things require payments, I don't know. They're pretty quiet to chest on that. But the people that have continued to pay, they're seeing really good headway in their balance dropping. And so that's kind of what we trying to tell them, say, hey, if debt is a big deal on your financial plan, pay those things. Even though, the government says you don't have to, try to pay it, because when it comes back, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks.
The proposal from the Biden administration was to forgive $10,000 in student loan debt. So what if you owe less than 10 large? Well, at this point, do you wait or do you keep paying?
Yeah, that's a huge gamble. And this is, I don't want to get too political here, but when you start depending on an outside entity or depending on someone to give you something, you can never put all your eggs in that basket. And I think that's with anything in life. And so I think taking care of yourself first by paying those things down, go ahead and knock them out. I mean, 9,000, depending on what your lifestyle is and your career, you can knock that out year, 2 years, and then now you're completely free from student loan debt.
So we wanted to ask Rojo, with interest rates rising and a hold still on interest from the government, it seems like refinancing your loans at this time would not be wise.
Yeah, if you have the ability to pay as much as you can into your student loans, by all means do it. I wouldn't go for any refinances or anything right now, because that, you never know how that's going to affect you down the road. But as of right now, and I know in the financial planning world, we don't, we try to stay away from living right now. We look 10, 15 years down the future, but right now is a great time to really make a lot of headway in taking care of those student loans.
And just a reminder, sadly, private student loans issued by lenders like banks never took a hiatus and need to continue to be paid, and they did not qualify for forgiveness under this Biden plan.